Iteration on rows and columns. If we want to get data from a data frame row wise or column wise, then we will use iteration. There are two main functions that are used in pandas to perform iteration. Those are iter rows and iter items. If you want the row wise data, if you want to get row wise data from a data frame one by one, then you will use iter rows. If you want column wise data from a data frame, then you will use iter items. So first we will see the iter rows, how it will be used. In this example, first we have imported the pandas library, and then we have created a list of dictionary. See, L is a list of dictionaries. Then we have created the data frame by passing on to the value of L. Then we are printing the data frame. After the data frame has been created with the above values, then we will try to get each row in the data frame one by one. For that we will use the function iteros. How is it used? First you will prefix the name of the data frame from which you want to extract the rows. So the name of data frame is df1. It is df1, right? So we are prefixing df1 before iteros. So we are writing df1 dot iteros. Now we are using it inside a for loop, within a for loop structure. So in for loop, what happens is that whenever you define any for loop, for example, if you write for I in L, and L you have described as a list 1, 2, 3. Okay. So for I in L, when you write, what it does is all the elements of L will be extracted one by one, and same thing will happen over here with the data frame. Since we have written for I in data frame iteros, so what iteros does is it will give all the rows one by one to the for loop, and each time it gives the rows, the value will be stored in the two variables that are row index and row value. Row index will store the index of the row that has been returned, and row value will store the value of the row that has been returned. So iteros is returning two things. First thing is the index, and second thing is the row value. So we will see the output as, first output is, you see row index is 0. This is because we are printing row index, and then we are printing the row value. Row value, you will get the first row created, returned from the data frame object. Same way it has row index is 1 and row value is the second row returned from the data frame object. This data frame has only two rows, right? So one by one it is returning each row from the data frame. This is how the row index works. Now in iter items it returns column wise data. So when you write iter items, df1 dot iter items you will write, because df1 is the name of the data frame, and then followed by a dot and then the iter items function. This iter item function will return two things. First thing is it will return the column name of the column returned, and then is the column value. Column name is, this data frame has two columns, right? Name and surname are the two columns. So first it will return the column, the name column, this column, and then it will return the surname column. So see, when we are trying to print the column name, first we are getting the output as column name is name, and then the value of the column. Second time when it is returning column name is surname, and then the value that are stored in the column. Two names are stored in the column, so it is returning the two names. So iter items will return two things. First is the column name or column heading, whatever it is, and second is the column values. So this is how we will use the iter items to get individual columns from a data frame one by one. Next, come to select operations in data frame. To access any column in the data frame, we can use the column name. For example, if the data frame is DF and the column is employee ID and you want to get the employee ID column, you will use this format or this syntax. Over here, see, this is the actual data frame. It has the column employee ID. Employee ID has certain values. So if you want to get only this column, what you will write is the name of this data frame. Okay, the name is DF, then followed by which bracket? Square bracket. And then inside that you will specify the column name. Column name is employee ID, so EMP ID you have written. This is one way to access the column. The second way to access the column is to write the column name followed by a dot. You will not be using a bracket in the second name. So this is the second way. Data frame name dot, then the column name. So it will also return the same values. So the advantage of the first method is, this is the first method. First method, you can get multiple columns. To get multiple columns, what you will do, you will write all the column names that you want separated by a comma. In this, if we want, say, column 1, 2 and so on. So what we will do is we will write df and then bracket, and then we will pass a list of all the columns that we want. In this example, we have pd.data frame. Let's say if we wanted to extract employee name with the first method. So what we will write? We will write data frame name first, and then bracket, and then name of the column is ename. So we will write ename. In the same example, if we wanted both date of joining and ename, so we would write df inside then a square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we will pass a list. So the next, again we will put bracket, and inside that list we will pass both the columns that we want, that is date of joining and ename. Okay, so these multiple columns we are trying to access from the same data frame. Next, same example of the previous data frame. So in this example, what we have done is we have used both the methods, first method and second method, to get the data frame, the column of the data frame, this column of the data frame. It will give the same output irrespective of the method which you use. Now if we want to add or rename a column in a data frame, first see, we have, in this example what we have done is we have created a series. This is the line for the series creation. After that we are creating a data frame from the series S. So it is creating a data frame. Since we have not passed any column name to this data frame, what it will do is it will get a default column name. Default value is 0. So in this example, see over here, we have created a data frame with value 0. Column name as 0. Now after creating of this data frame, if you want to rename this column, okay, from 0 to say any other, we want to rename it to list 1. So what we will do is we will write df.columns equals to, and inside a list we will specify whatever new name we want. Okay, since there is only one column for which we want to change the name, we will give only one value. So 0, it will change 0 to list 1. So after, again, if we print, we will see this output, and list 1 has the following values. So now the 0 has been replaced with the name list 1. This is how it works. So see, this is the main statement that is used to change the column name. First you will write the data frame, then data frame object name, that is df, then dot columns equals to, and then you will give the new name. Now since you have already given the name, go to the next line. in this what we are doing is we are adding a new column to the existing data frame. So the new column we have given a value df, and then column name is list2 equals to 20. We have given only one value 20. So the earlier data frame had these values. Now it will create a list2 column. So list2 column has been created. Since only one value has been passed, that is 20, so it will copy all the value 20 to all the spaces available. So the data frame has 4 rows, so it will copy 24 times. This is how to create a new column in an existing data frame. If you wanted different values here, say in all the 4 columns, so you, instead of specifying 20, you would write the 4 values inside a list, say 10, 20, 30 and 40. So it would do change all the values to 10, 20, 30 and 40. So you would get this new column instead of just 20. Now see how to delete a column in a data frame. We can delete a column from a data frame using 3 ways. First is del operator, then second is pop function, and then is drop function. The del operator is the simplest. It is, you have to specify the del keyword. After that you will select whichever column you are selecting will be deleted. So in this we have which column we have selected? List 3. List 3. Let us see what was list 3 in the previous data. So this was list 3. The previous data frame had 3 columns, list 1, list 2 and list 3. So we are trying to delete list 3, and after deleting, see, the list 3 has been deleted, only list 1 and list 2 are existing now. Second is pop function. To use the pop is a function, so you will use it with the data frame name df dot pop and then the name of the function, that is list2. So again you are deleting list2. List2 has also been deleted, only list1 is left now. Now third method to delete a column is using the drop function. The drop function